All right, if you want your website to really make an impact in 2025, you've got to do more than just sprinkle in the right keywords. You need to be speaking the right language. So today, we're going to break down Schema Markup, a tool that's really not optional anymore. It's a huge strategic advantage in this new world of AI search. So let me ask you this. You've poured all this effort into creating amazing content, but is your website actually speaking a language that search engines like Google can deeply understand, beyond just the words? This is the exact problem that Schema Markup is built to solve. You see, the whole game has changed. Search isn't just about matching words on a list anymore. It's evolving into something way, way smarter. And honestly, if you're still playing by the old rules, you're going to get left behind. And this right here, this sums up the entire shift perfectly. The old way was just keyword indexing, basically cataloging words. But the new way, it's all about understanding context. It's the difference between seeing the word avatar and knowing if you mean the blockbuster movie, a profile picture, or, a spiritual concept. Search engines today are hungry for meaning. So how do we actually bridge that communication gap? Well, that's where Schema Markup comes in. I like to think of it as Google's secret language. It's the tool we use to translate our content so search engines never have to guess what we're talking about. At its core, Schema Markup is just a specific kind of code, a standardized vocabulary that you add to your website. Now, it doesn't change anything your visitors see on the page. It's all behind the scenes, basically tapping the search engine on the shoulder and saying, hey, just so you know, this block of text is a customer review, or this number right here, that's the price. Honestly, the best way to think about it is as the perfect translator. It takes all the amazing detailed information on your page and converts it into this perfectly structured format that machines can read and understand in an instant. No guesswork involved. Okay, but this isn't just some technical thing we do to make search engines happy. Using Schema has very real, very tangible benefits that directly affect whether a person clicks on your link or your competitors. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, you've got your standard result. It's fine. But on the right, you have a rich result, which is powered by Schema. It's got star ratings, maybe some FAQs, a price. It just jumps off the page, grabs your attention, and builds trust before you even click. Which one are you more likely to choose? And this isn't just a gut feeling. We've got the data to prove it. A study from Backlinko found that pages with these rich results see a 20 to 30% higher click-through rate. I mean, that is a massive increase in traffic, all from a little bit of code working its magic in the background. But wait, the benefits go way beyond just getting more clicks. Schema helps you stand out and build that instant trust. It makes you eligible for those amazing featured snippets you see at the very top of the page. And here's the big one for 2025. It is a key requirement if you want to be included in Google's new AI overviews. It's really about locking in your visibility, not just for today, but for what's coming next. All right, so you get it. You see the value. But how do you actually do it? Let's walk through a super simple 4-step plan, and I promise this is a lot easier than it sounds. Okay, so the first step is basically just a matching game. You look at your content and you match it to the right type of schema. So for a blog post that answers common questions, you'd combine article schema with FAQ page schema. For an e-commerce page, you'd use product and review to show off those shiny 5-star ratings. The key is just to pick the code that best describes what your content actually is. And here's the entire process. Boom, 4 steps. First, you identify the right schema. Second, you generate the code with a simple online tool. Third, you add that code to your site. And finally, number 4, you validate it to make sure Google can read it perfectly. That's the whole workflow right there. And the best part? You do not need to be a developer. For generating the code, tools like the Merkle Schema Generator or even ChatGPT can just write it for you. If you're using WordPress, something like Yoast SEO handles a lot of it automatically. And then to check your work, you just copy your URL into Google's own rich results test. It's really that straightforward. So let's wrap up by talking about the future. Because in 2025, using Schema isn't just about tweaking today's search results. It's about future-proofing your entire online presence for the AI revolution that's already here. You see, Schema is the foundational language that AI models and voice assistants are built on. When you ask Alexa for a recipe or your Google Assistant for movie times, they're digging through structured data to pull out a fast, accurate answer. Without Schema, your content is pretty much invisible to this whole new ecosystem. I saw this quote that just perfectly captures this shift. Schema does not just support SEO anymore, it supports machine usability across AI, voice, and multimodal platforms. That's the key right there. It's not just about search engines anymore. It's about making your content genuinely useful for any machine out there. So, as we finish up, I want to leave you with this one thought. Your content is out there. It exists. But in the language of machines, in this new world of AI-driven search, does it truly communicate? Making sure you have the right schema is how you can make sure the answer to that question is a definite yes.